trying to do it this way. Alright. What's up, y'all? I'm trying to figure out why my joint is looking like this. I know it's been a while since y'all seen me, which is awesome. We're gonna get started a little bit though. Actually, I'm gonna go in my office. Oh, I will drop that. Oh, alright, guys. It's warm. Yeah, I got family, you know. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Man, I'm acting like it's been a long time since I've been streaming and stuff, which is crazy. What I am trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to find my my chat stuff. So it's not this one. Okay, this says back camera. It says front. Alright. Whoa, filters. Alright, guys, so I wanted to do a YouTube live, guys, because I have some great news, some very great news, which is awesome. Sorry about this, guys. For some reason, you know what? I know what I may actually have to do. Okay, it looks like that looks better. Alright. Just bear with me, guys. What I'm trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to make sure that alright, so okay, there we go. The only issue that I have is I can't actually do what I want as far as the chat. But I mean I can chat through my phone, but for some reason it won't allow me to chat on my tablet. But which is fine, which I'm actually cool with that, so it's all good. But anyway, guys, the great news. You're probably like, man, what is the great news? Well, the great news is I'm still here. No, for real. I really do actually have some great news, guys. The actual great news is I'm actually going to release a new chess course, guys. It's actually called the Kingdom Mindset Chess Course. So with this course, I'm actually teaching a lot of y'all how to think the right way, like when y'all playing. So a lot of the examples that I'm gonna show y'all guys is actually with like obviously like some Grandmasters games, but also my games. So you can actually see the thought process and how I, beat title players and, how I beat other strong players as well. So that's pretty much like the whole point what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, you get like, oh. But yeah, so I wanna actually definitely, so I'm definitely gonna have that. But the thing is with the Kingdom Mindset Chess Course, what it is I'm giving you biblical principles, on a chessboard where you can actually use these principles with your daily life. You know what I mean? And obviously, the scriptures in there, but I'm actually talking about something. But when you go through the chorus, it'll make sense. So, but yeah, so if y'all interested, please let me know. Honestly, whether you're interested or not, I'm still releasing it either way. So again, I already started on a course. I'm already started. So hopefully, what's today? The day is like the 10th or something. So I should have it by I. Honestly, guys, I actually gave myself a time limit. So the time that I said that it will be done by is between today is in February, March. I gave myself until May to finish it, but honestly, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'll probably have it way before May. Um, I think I have it way before May. This course won't be as long as like the Maurice Bishop Chess University, because Maurice Bishop Chess University has like openings and some end games and a lot of the tactical combinations and other tactics. So that one was actually pretty long, but this one. It won't be as long, but at the same time, it'll be very useful. It'll be very definitely not just informative, but definitely food for thought when you get it. So just want to let y'all know that. All right, so now that y'all got that, so for all y'all that don't know and everything, as far as improving your calculation skills. All right, so I know a lot of y'all. I don't know if I know today is a Friday, so it's a Friday. So I know I had some people on here, but for the people that usually are on here, you're probably. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all is out on a Friday night. Usually I'm out on Friday night, but obviously I'm not because it's raining. It's definitely raining, so I want to chill. But when y'all get on, because I know I'm gonna have a lot of y'all on here. Wondering, what I'm up to and how to improve your chat. So I always try to be real with y'all. I always try to give y'all like an honest answers on how to get better. All right. So I will say this, and I'm pretty sure y'all saw this on Amazon and things like that. This one is about improving your calculation skills, but also about improving your visualization. And the book that I actually bought or that I bought was this one. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can. I know it's like backwards. I know y'all seeing this stuff backwards, so I'm gonna see if y'all can see it. There we go. Have y'all see it this way? So this one is cognitive chess, improving visualization and calculation skills. Constantine I said Constantine. Constantine. Shernas, I can never say that name right. But anyway, it's a really, really good book, guys. Definitely a good book. I know a lot of people may say that it's difficult. A lot of people may say that it's difficult due to the fact that you really have to use this chess book without using a chessboard. That is the thing. To use that book to make it more effective, you actually have to use that book without using a chessboard. And the reason why I'm saying is because what it's really trying to get y'all to do is trying to get y'all to think the right way, or it's trying to get you to visualize the whole board. So in other words, if you're playing chess and you have to calculate moves and things like that, they want to help you to really develop that calculation skill. They want you to develop seeing everything around the board. But yeah, this book is definitely really good cognitive calculation skills. So that's pretty much what I've been reading, guys. And honestly, the crazy part is I kind of been paying attention to that one, just doing reading this book without using the chessboard. The thing is, with this book, I like how they give you the notations on the books, but then the notations that they give you, you have to visualize those notations, like in your mind. Even the color squares, because that's the first thing that they ask you, with B6, what color is B6? And obviously, because I've been doing this for so long, I know B6 is a dark square. I know D3 is a light square. I know D1 is a light square because on D1, that's usually like when you set up the board, you put your queen on D1 as a light square, A6 dark square. So they're gonna tell you all of this, or they'll give you all that, and you gotta figure out like, okay, is that a dark square or light square? You know, and you gotta go through it, the whole thing, and then after that, then it'll tell you, okay, what piece is on B6, what piece is on H6, what piece is on here and there, and that's pretty much how they train your mind and your visualization skills. So that's pretty much what they're doing. But I think it's very useful, guys. I think it's very, very useful. I think it's I think it's gonna make y'all calculation skill improve a lot more. You know, definitely it's gonna improve a lot more by using the improving visualization and calculation, because the thing is, there's going to be times when you play in the tournaments and you're going to be playing against maybe a strong opponent, and you may be in complicated positions. Because the thing is, when you're sitting at the chessboard, I'm going to tell you this, when you're sitting at the chessboard and you may have like an opening that you think is aggressive, and it might be an aggressive opening and stuff, but at the end of the day, your opponent is not going to fall for any opening traps or, you know, whatever attacking schemes that you have in your mind. He's just not going to fall for it. You know what I mean? So now you're going to have to play chess, and you're going to actually have to use your strategic skills, you know, all your visualization skills, you know, your end games. You know, if your end games ain't tight, then I don't know what to say, but you need to stay up on your end games, because I'm gonna tell you this though. I always say the strong, like, you could tell who's a strong player by their end games. If their end games is tight and whatever, you'll know that they're a really strong player. So I know I talk about improving your calculation skills. Yes, that is right. Definitely practice on your chess strategies, your middle game technique, but also your end game technique. Your end game technique gotta be tight. It gotta be tight, guys. And for all y'all that be looking at my YouTube channels, you know, with my shorts, because I know y'all be seeing that a lot. Y'all be seeing my YouTube shorts. The crazy part, guys, my YouTube shorts, it's crazy though, guys. Like, my YouTube shorts is like, it's getting up there, and I've never had like 1.9K views and you know, 1.5K views. Like, it's right, like the shorts is rising. It's like each time I'm putting more videos up, it's rising though. But I'm starting to see that people are seeing that, you know, the growth in my style now. You know, now you're seeing that, you know, it's so, like, even on the shorts, there's some title players that I played on the shorts and I beat them, you know, but nothing to brag or nothing. It's just me constantly like training and practicing and consistently playing, you know, and then trying to find out what my mistakes are, you know. So my thing is, if you're gonna and like I said, I don't know what y'all goal is. Y'all goal may be, you may want to become a title player, or maybe you don't want to become a title player. Maybe you just want to play strong chess when you play in tournaments and just win some money every now and then. Maybe you want to do that. You know, if you want to do that, then you need to really like train hard. You know, like you definitely got to train hard. You gotta you know, put in the time in and be consistent with it. Because the thing is, I'm gonna tell you this: if I know you heard the saying, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. You know what I mean? So like, if you're playing chess and you're just like, you're training, and all of a sudden you stop for like a couple of months or whatever, then you get back to it and you post the thing that you're gonna be playing strong. It doesn't work that way, guys. Definitely doesn't work. And yeah, I don't know what this person trying to do, but yeah, but guys, definitely get that training in. You want to be consistent with your training. Definitely continue to look at tactical puzzles. You know, you always got to look at your tactical puzzle, but not just tactical puzzle, guys. And I know a lot of times, a lot of y'all would look at easy tactical puzzles. You need to look at tough tactical puzzles, like hard ones. some of the hard ones that I know is by Jacob Ungar. His puzzle is very difficult. So I always and I say this all the time, guys, and I'll never stop saying it. Jacob Ungar's book is very difficult, especially his puzzles is very hard. But it's necessary to look at hard puzzles in order to train your brain to try to solve complicated positions. Because at the end of the day, guys, when you're playing in tournaments, you're gonna have a lot of tough situations, tough, complicated decisions or complicated positions in your chess games, and you need to make a habit of looking at tough positions so that the more you look at tough positions, the more you get an idea of what to do in these type of situations or type of positions. Then you can actually go on and start solving certain positions differently. And like I said, it ain't gonna happen overnight. You got to keep practicing, but eventually you will start improving mentally as far as solving complicated positions. um, and don't feel bad if you can't figure out certain tactical puzzles and everything. Don't feel bad about it. If you need to look at the solutions, look at the solutions. But when you look at it, get an idea of why they made that move. Like, look for what they're actually looking for. See, a lot of times, a lot of y'all be trying to solve tactical puzzles, and then you look at the solution, you be like, oh yeah, that's how they do it. But really look at it and see like what they're actually doing. Like like what is their thought process? Like, how did they come up with that move? Sometimes or sometimes in certain solutions book, they kind of give you an idea of what they're looking for and why they make this move. So it'll be imperative for you to actually check that out in the solutions box. And that's just for y'all to get an understanding of how the grandmasters and how a lot of people are thinking, especially with the position. So definitely pay attention to detail. Pay attention to exactly like, what you're supposed to look for and why you do these type of moves. So that's personally with me. Um, I'm gonna tell you this. Another thing that could really help you improve your calculation skills, guys, is obviously analyzing your games and seeing where you went wrong. Especially, and the reason why I say this, if you're playing a game, let's say you have an opening, right, and you play the opening over and over and over again, and of course, every time you play the opening, you're gonna always get different positions because that's just how chess is. You're gonna always get different positions. However, when you start, see, I don't know if a lot of y'all have a Microsoft Excel game where you'll take the games and import it in your Microsoft Excel and make that your data. See, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, this is what a lot of other masters are doing. The young generation are doing. What they're doing is they'll play online, right? Chess.com. They'll play online, whether they win or lose or draw. They'll copy it. They'll copy their notations, and then they'll import it in their Microsoft Excel. And if you know how to use the functions of Microsoft Excel, then obviously this probably would be no problem for y'all. But go on leadchess.org, chess.com, whatever chess site y'all play in. Y'all can take the games that you play, copy it, and then you can import it in Microsoft Excel. And what the idea is, what you want to do is you want to post it on your Microsoft Excel, not the actual notations. You don't. And I'm gonna say this clearly, guys. I don't want y'all going in your game and copy and pasting your whole notation on Microsoft Excel. To alleviate all that, what you want to do is you want to copy the link of the game that you played. Leadchess.org has that, and so do chess.com. So each game that you play, you will label down what opening you played, put in the column win or lose, or pretty much you'll put result. In a column you'll put result. You'll put the person you played, who's your opponent, what their rating is. Put it on what opening you played, and then the other one, the column, it'll be a category where it'll say like improvements. And of course, judging from the game on chess.com, what they're really good for that, because they'll tell you exactly what you need to work on. So then on that column, on that category, you can actually put that, okay, I need to work on my endgames. Or it may say I need to work on bishop or knight endgames or tactical puzzles or whatever. Like chess.com will tell you that off the bat. after every game that y'all play and y'all go to the analysis and everything, chess.com automatically tells you that. So that should be a no-brainer. You'll take what chess.com says and then you'll put it in your category box. And you'll do this because I know a lot of y'all probably play chess.com a lot and stuff. So if you want to get better and not make the same mistake twice, why don't you really do your homework on your own self and import, the game that you played, what it says that you need to improve. And I'm going to say this, do at least, I know it might sound a lot, but I would do a list of 50 of your games. I would do 50 of your games and everything with all who you played, what opening you played, and then as far as improvement, and with chess.com. But honestly, guys, you use better judgments too. The chess.com can tell you exactly what you need to improve on, but use better judgment on yourself because it might be you might need to do better on your time. So and that'll be another one. So like if you lose a game because you time out, put that in that category that you input and say that, okay, I lost through timeout. I ran out of time. And then of course use what chess.com said that you need to work on, combinations, end games, or certain things, use your better judgment at that. But that's what I would do, guys. I would import that. And then after you do all the 50 games, then you'll actually analyze your improvement to see which one shows up more. So if you have a lot of timeouts, because you lost, like if you got a lot of losses because of your timeouts, then you could work on trying to solve certain positions at a decent time and work on time management. So that would be the thing. Okay, your time management is off. So maybe you played really good, but you kept losing on time. And throughout everything that you're looking at, your biggest thing is losing on time. So you need to work on time management and take a certain amount of time just to analyze a certain positions when you're playing. So that'll be your number one. Or if you have something in the category where it says, I need to work on end games or something, then you need to go through, and if it's like a whole bunch of end games you need to work on, then that'll be something that you need to work on. Work on all your end games. I'm telling you guys, if you do this consistently or whatever, you'll see a mass improvement in your game. And I'm going to tell you this, there were times where I was like a 24, 2500 or whatever, and a lot of times I was playing games where I was beating a lot of players, but a lot of stuff that I was using, a lot of people knew about it now, or they start knowing about it. And it's like all the way down to I don't want to say the lowest level, but certain strong players that you play, like 24s and 2500s, even 2600s. Like I beat a few 2600s, but nowadays when you're playing like some really good 2600 and they're really on their game, like it's gonna be times where like, okay, I gotta do more studying, I gotta do more preparations and stuff. So it's not like I'm playing 1800s or 1700s or whatever no more. I'm playing some big cats now. I'm playing like literally, guys, I'm playing like 25, 2600s and stuff. So it's like or even sometimes I play 23, 2400s, but even with the 23 and 2400s, like they're playing strong. Like they're no jokes, guys. Like they're actually like they're training and they're like taking it seriously and stuff. So a lot of people that I'm playing 23s, 2400s, like they're about their game. So now I have an app where I'm actually going through like a lot of my end games, and that's where a lot of my games is from the end games, because I'm constantly studying my end games, and I still gotta study my end games because there's times where I'll still win majority of my game through end games, but sometimes, guys, I'll win it through like middle games, things like that, which is something I'm good at because I like to attack. But end games is like the biggest thing, especially when I'm playing against a lot of strong title players and stuff. So that's all I'm saying. But and guys, if y'all watching, y'all can ask whatever questions that y'all want to ask. If y'all have any questions, I'll answer whatever y'all want me to answer, like, or whatever question y'all have, I'll answer that to y'all, But yeah, guys, but for y'all didn't see this book, Cognitive Chess, Improving Your Visualization and Calculation Skills, it's definitely an awesome book. Like I said, I'm going to be going through that tonight. just visualizing exactly certain position. And I think if you do this like all the time, like every day, like I'm telling you, your calculation skills will get even more. It will get better, definitely better. So yeah, guys, definitely check this thing out though, man, and definitely get it. I definitely recommend it, guys. It's difficult, but I like it. I think it'll definitely help you improve. But the thing is, guys, definitely work on your openings, work on your middle game. But the if anything, if you don't hear nothing that I say, I highly recommend that you work on your end games. Work on your end games, guys, for real. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna actually tell y'all exactly the end game books that y'all need to get. Y'all need to get. All right, guys. This is like my closet with all my books and stuff. Okay, where is my end game stuff? I'm gonna take out a few of the end games that I really like. Funny part is I got it in like sections for real. I'm gonna take out a few. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all a couple ones. So I'm gonna take this one, this one. I'm gonna actually show y'all a couple of them actually. And I'm gonna show y'all. All right, this one. I'll show y'all this too. I got a couple. Man, I got a couple of these ones too. All right, sorry about that, guys. Ooh, I'm gonna show y'all a couple actually. All right. I'm gonna show y'all one. Actually, I'm gonna take that one last one. Or is it two more? I think it's two more. Yeah, I think it's two. All right, this one. All right. I think this is it, guys. I think this is all the one I want to show you. So yeah, so this is all the one I'm gonna show y'all. All right, and I'm gonna turn this camera around so I can show y'all exactly what it is. All right, so let's go for the first one, the first endgame ones. The first endgame I want to show y'all is this one. I'm gonna show y'all this one. Just the facts. All right, just the facts, guys. This is what I want to show y'all because this one right here, this probably was my first endgame book was actually by Yasser Sarwan, the endgame book. That one was good because that was like my first endgame book that I ever read, and I thought that was interesting. It was like the basics. So if you don't know the basics, definitely Yasser Sarwan. But Lev Alberg book, this was probably like one of my favorite chess endgame books because he talks about a lot of basics, but he got a lot of principles with it that'll help you to remember. So, but yeah. Yeah, Just the Facts is definitely that type of book. But I wanted to show y'all. See how they got analysis and stuff? So they have that on here. Yeah. And they got certain principles. The weaker side. What was it? The weaker side cannot be forced by doing to leave the short diagonal. So it has a lot of principles that y'all could definitely utilize. So I definitely recommend this book, guys, the Just the Facts, man. And obviously, it's the Chess Journalist of America, is the book of the year. So it's definitely one of the best chess endgame books that I have, or it's definitely a classic. So if you don't know about it, you need to get that one. Especially if you're not too good on endgames, you need to at least get that book. And it's not too complicated, but it'll help you out. All right, so that one. All right. So another one that I have here, guys, is which I know a lot of y'all know, Silman's complete endgame course from beginner to master. This is also a really good endgame course. To be honest with you guys, my like I told y'all before, my first endgame course was with Yasser Sarwan. That was like my first endgame book. It was the first endgame book that I knew of. And then later on, Just the Facts, which I found out when it brought that one. I thought Just the Facts was just easy for me to remember, and it had a lot of principles that actually stuck with me. This is still a good endgame book, but I can't say that the principles were here stuck with me. I don't think it stuck with me like that. I mean, it got some principles, got some rules and things like that. But I think because of Lev Albert's, because a lot of his, because his book, the way he designed it, he has the way he designed it and made and the way that he designed it, it just made it easier for me to remember. That's just me. Some Everybody is different, so I can't really speak for anybody, for everybody else. But I know everybody is different. But I felt like Lev Albert's Just a Fact is it was easy for me to remember. But like I said, this one is still a great book. So I don't want to take nothing away from this book because this book is still good. So but yeah, if you want to definitely get your end game on definitely Stillman's Complete End Game Course is definitely a good book as well. All right, so we got this one down, and of course, this book, the one and only Fundamental Chess Endings. Yes, guys, and believe it or not, this is the book that Magnus Carlsen was studying. This is the end game book that he used. So definitely check that one out. Magnus Carlsen definitely used this type of book for end games. Definitely a classic. So definitely check that one out as well. It's a lot. It has a lot of analysis. So I always recommend, guys, if y'all gonna look at endgame books, look at Just the Facts. Get all that down, and then start getting into other chess endgame puzzles that that you feel as though that may actually help you out. But the whole point is you want to get in the habit of using chess endgame puzzles so that you can get good at it. Things like that. All right. Of course, one of my favorite endgame books, guys, Van Perlo Endgame's Tactics. This is one of my favorite endgame books of all time. And honestly, this book right here is probably the most fun endgame book that I ever have in my life. The most fun, the most exciting and fun endgame book that I ever had in my life. And plus, I love, especially if you're an attacking player and you love tactics. This is something that you're definitely gonna love. More than 1,300 sparkling tricks and traps. New and improved expanded edition. I had to get that. You know what I mean? Chess Cafe Book of the Year. This book is, I'm gonna tell you, this book is awesome. So if you ain't got Van Perlo's Endgame Tactics, you need to actually go get it. They do have it on, which I actually have it on my Chessable app, guys. I did buy that book on Chessable. It's definitely awesome. So if you don't want to buy the actual book and you feel as though it's too much and you just want to do it digitally, just buy it on Chessable app and you'll be straight. But definitely one of the best endgame books that I ever have in my life. It'll definitely help you improve on your chess endgames. All right. So this one, and the most complicated and the most difficult endgame book of all time is the Dvorsky Endgame Manual. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're a beginner and you're like, you're just starting out, I highly recommend the book that I just showed you already, which is Just the Facts by Lev Albert. So you might want to go through all of that, get an understanding of it. Honestly, there's an actual book in my collection that I actually don't have on me, which I should have actually have. Where is that at? One of the book that I was looking at, guys, is 101 End Games You Must Know. I don't even think I could have swore I had that book. But I know I have it on my my app. 100. Oh, I do have it. I'm sorry, guys. I was about to say, I know I brought that book. Like, how can I be a chess player and not have that type of book? But this one right here, I highly recommend. If you don't have, like I said, I know this is complicated on Dvorsky Endgame Manual, but this one right here, 100 Endgames You Must Know. I think this is also a pretty good one. Definitely a classic. Honestly, I think with this book, it's probably one of those endgame books that you probably need to study because a lot of these end games is probably one of those end games where you'll actually see in your own games, and if you don't know the principles and whatever like and whatnot, like you'll fail every time. You'll fail every time if you don't um understand the principles of certain end games. But yeah, I think I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think this book and then just the facts. I think these two kind of go hand in hand. I don't know, guys. I study 100 end games on You Must Know. I like it. It's also on Chessable. It's definitely on Chessable. I think it definitely will be very helpful. I know I have it on Chessable, so it definitely be helping me. And of course, like I said, endgame tactics. The whole point of me getting a lot of endgame books, guys, because I really try to fill my mind up with a lot of endgame position and try to figure out on my own. Even the difficult chess endgame puzzles that I may have, I like to do that like a lot. So definitely keep that in mind. All right, and what's the other ones I have? I have this one. This one right here, the Endgame Virtuoso Magnus Carlsen, his extraordinary skills uncover and explain. Now, I did get this book, guys, because I just wanted to see how the world champion does on his endgames and what his mindset is. And I just wanted to, get an understanding of it. So, and that's pretty much why I brought this book. And it's definitely very informative. It's definitely very interesting. It's not really no boring parts at all. I like the way Magnus plays and everything. So it's just pretty awesome. And then also, guys, I have this one right here, the Chess Endgame Study. Again, I brought this one just to, like I said, it has a lot of chess endgame puzzles. It has a story. There's a story behind it too. There's always a story behind it, but he has endgame puzzles as well, which is pretty dope. I like it. You know what I mean? But it's definitely very great. I actually have a lot more endgame books and stuff, but I'm not going to show y'all every single endgame book, but I just wanted to show you the ones that I feel as though that y'all should know about. And then, of course, for all y'all that don't know, there is a short or a fast-track edition of the Dvorsky Endgame Manual by Carsten Moeller, which he's the same guy that did the fundamental chess endings. The one I just showed y'all. So it's definitely pretty good. But Dvorsky Endgame Manual, the fast track, I guess it gives you... I ain't gonna lie to y'all guys. I brought it, and I don't think I even... This is a book that I actually really didn't really look at it. I just brought it, but I didn't really look at this one. So I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But I know Dvorsky Endgame Manual. I kind of just still pay attention to the actual Dvorsky Endgame period. That's pretty much what I do. So yeah. But anyway, let me turn this back around. So I hope that helped y'all as far as just end games in general, guys. Because as far as end games, it's definitely very important. And as far as the calculation skills, you definitely want to get up on the calculation skills, and like I told y'all before, the cognitive chess skills, I believe is very useful. I think it's something different, and I think it definitely will help out a lot. Definitely train up on your end games. I'm gonna always say that nonstop. For all y'all that always look at my channel, look at my lives and everything, y'all know that everything that I tell y'all, even now, and I've been saying this since day one, end games is a must. And everything. Y'all see me playing on chess.com and leadchess.org, but y'all be seeing me playing on chess.com a lot though. It was times where I played on lead chess more than chess.com. Now I'm starting to play on chess.com more. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the competition is different from lead chess though. I feel like, even though I ain't gonna lie, chess.com be having some cheaters on there. I ain't gonna even lie though. But there are some players on there who are very, very strong, which I feel as though the players on chess.com are pretty strong, as I feel as though. Whereas Lead Chess, they're still just as strong, but I feel like chess.com, they just got some really strong opponents. That's just me. Now that I'm seeing it, though, but Anyway, um, for all y'all that still watch, like as far as improving your calculation skill, guys, I like to be straightforward with y'all. You know, you just really need to analyze y'all games, and like I told y'all before, that trick, you know, taking y'all games and importing on Microsoft Excel, and then breaking y'all improvements up and see which one you need more of an improvement on. I think that would help out a whole lot. I know a lot of people that y'all may see may tell y'all, oh, y'all just need to get a coach, or you just need to think this way. But it's like it's more to it than just think this way or think that way. You know, it's all around like analyzing your games and finding where you're weak at. Because the thing is, and I'm being honest with y'all, in order for y'all to really, like, how you're going to know what to think if you don't know what your games look like, if you don't analyze what your weaknesses are. So somebody who don't know you, who don't know your games, they just can't automatically just tell you, oh, you got to think this or you got to think that way, because they don't really know how you play. They don't know your style of play. You know what I mean? You might be a risk taker, which is not a bad thing, but you may take risks the wrong way. If you get what I'm saying, you may take risks the wrong way, but there's always a right way to take risks, because your intuition might be right, but your intuition might be in the wrong direction. But you need to switch it to the right direction with this set of thinking. You know what I mean? Like Michael Tao, I'm pretty sure when he started playing, he wasn't as strong at first, but he started. I'm pretty sure he was a risk taker too, because really, throughout his career, like, not all his sacrifices were right. Not all his sacrifices were right, but you know, he mastered the attack, like the attacking techniques, like over the years. You know, he mastered that like massively, as well as Emery Tate, another tactician guy. People fear Emery Tate. You know what I mean? And of course, everybody know this guy. I can never say his name right. I know somebody's gonna correct me too. Noxidov or Namadov. I don't know how you say his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. He's the guy that sacrificed his queen. Agmator actually did a story on him and showed one of his games, and it was like the immortal queen sacrifice, where he sacrifices his queen on f6. It was pretty awesome. But the point that I'm making, guys, here is the only way you improve your calculation skills is for me, and this is my own opinion. You know, like I said, some people work, but I just know how I developed my calculation skill, and mine was always through analyzing my games and find out what my weaknesses is. When I found out what my weaknesses was, then I started training on where I was weak at, and I was weak, and at the time I was weak on my end games, so I started studying on my end games. But the thing is, when I first came into tournaments, my end game was always strong. My end game understanding was a lot stronger than most of the players when I started coming in playing chess, especially playing in chess tournaments. My end game technique, because the thing is, like I told y'all before, my first end game book was Jazz of Sawan. So, and I was studying end games like crazy. And at the time, I didn't even know that me studying end games was really a great thing, or one of the basics, fundamental or foundation of a chess player at the time. I just liked the end games for some reason. I just wanted to know more about it. So when I went in my chess tournament and started smashing people in the end games, I was like, well, I guess I'm good, because the end game is what it really matters most. And like I said, you could judge how strong a person is by their end games, not just through openings and things like that, but through their end game. If their end games is pretty strong, then obviously they're a strong player. So, and that's why I always highly encourage y'all to study end games, because openings and, you know, certain middle game tricks, like it'll only get you so far though. But if your end games are strong, it means a lot. And me knowing my end games took me far. You know, it took me long ways. And at that time, you know, I don't even think end games was really stressed like that at that time when I started. I'm pretty sure it was, but in my generation, it wasn't that strong. It was always about attack and trying to beat somebody real quick. And I was kind of like I don't want to say the boring player, but you know, uh, I could just take you down to the end game, and I'll just exchange pieces off, and I was like, oh, I got him, and I'll just win like that, and that's what I was doing. But when you start playing higher players and stuff, then it's like, okay, they know their end game just as well. So now you got to really deepen yourself in the end game. So, and that's pretty much what I do. That's why I try to look at a lot of end game stuff and study it and try to figure out myself, and then I'll just work on it. So there's always rules or there's always room for improvement, which is pretty much what I could say. There's always room for improvement. All right, guys. I didn't even mean to get on here this long. As far as that, But yeah, for all y'all that's watching, if y'all don't have any questions for me, I'm going to conclude this live. If y'all don't have any questions for me, I literally would answer anybody's questions for real, you know. But yeah. All right, guys. If y'all have enough questions, or if y'all have no questions, I know I'm gonna get a lot of y'all gonna come in at the last minute or see this live at the last minute, because I'm pretty sure y'all out. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this live video. If y'all got any other questions, definitely hit me up. I know a lot of y'all that watch my live for a long time. Y'all know I answer all of y'all pretty fast, pretty quick. It's really nothing. I know a lot of y'all look at my chess.com accounts and my Elite Chess, and y'all check and see how I'm playing and stuff. So it's all good. So I'm easy to find, easy to talk to. So if y'all need advice or want me to review y'all games, let me know. I'm here for y'all. All right. Till then, guys, have a nice weekend and be safe out here.